Is Friday morning. It is October the 31st. It is spooky Halloween. Rise and shine. I'm Wesh 2 First Warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's doing in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the bright, beautiful, brightest of notes. A live look outside on our work, and this is a shot looking over downtown Orlando. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous outside. The skies are clear. It is chilly, though, like genuinely, genuinely chilly. Not just a random chilly. This is genuine chilly. Take a look outside. These are live temperatures this morning. 53 degrees in Orlando. It's 51 in Leesburg, 49 outside in the Villages, 46 in Ocala. That's not just Central Florida cold. That's real cold. I made this worse. Makeup remover. No, that's not a lens wipe. All right, never mind. Yeah, like this is actual chilly outside, right? Uh-huh. It's a cold one. And then we factor in the winds, which you are located right there. When you factor in the winds running 5, 10, 15 miles an hour, it feels even cooler. Here's the feels like temperatures this morning. Feels like 46 in Palm Coast. Feels like 53 in Orlando. So it's not like a significant change, right? But there are some areas that do have a little bit of a wind chill that we're tracking this morning. Lori says 41 in Zephyr Hills. Yup. Christopher says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Christopher. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the day, sir. It's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's absolutely going to be a beautiful day. It's just going to be sweater weather. Here's a live look in on our first warning Doppler radar. Nothing to see. Forecast today brings those temperatures up. Even if it's not a ton, we will warm up a little bit, right? Little by little, we'll climb. Right? Christopher says, actually had to put pants on. Well, I hope you did. Oh, instead of shorts. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, point taken though. Yeah, I mean, it's chilly. Justine says, only in Florida does one look at wind chill in the 50s. I know, right? Bruce is reporting 52 in Oviedo at 6 a.m. Yeah. So it's a cold morning. Cold morning indeed for us. Now, if you've got plans today, obviously the temperatures are going to rebound. It's not going to be like hot, but we at least warm up nicely. There's a lot of events going on around Central Florida today. I'll have you know. And if you've got plans to do those events, like high school football, for example, it's looking fantastic. Now, for us, remember, it's Halloween, so we've got to get into the nitty-gritty. So through lunchtime, it's great. High temperature today hits 71 degrees. Then this evening, notice we drop off little by little into the 60s. So for trick-or-treaters, okay, for trick-or-treaters, for the day today, it's looking gorgeous. For trick-or-treaters, though, notice those temperatures are going to be dropping. Tonight, it's not going to be like flat out cold, but it is going to be cooling off. So here's the trick-or-treat forecast, okay? Everybody hold hands, do their thing. 68, 5 o'clock, 63 degrees at sunset, which is at 6:40 this evening. And then by 9 o'clock, we'll be into the upper 50s. Justine says, enjoy that lovely trick-or-treating weather. Yep. Yep. Jan says, cool here in Fort Lauderdale getting off the cruise ship. I want to be back in the Bahamas. Yeah, I want to go on a cruise. Angelise is reporting 49 degrees in Deltona right now. Well, you know, we've got the technology. We've got the know-how. We can actually come in here and do county by county temps. So let's do that. All right. Let's start in Orange County in the metro. Now, again, these are live readings. Understand it was probably a little cooler, a little earlier. But look at that. 52 in Winter Garden. Rock Springs, my friends, it's 47 degrees by you. Goodness. That's a little chilly. I'm not going to do this in any particular order But we'll just kind of go through 53 in Lee Vista right now, 52 in Avalon Park, 51 in Wedgefield. Seminole County, 53 in Oviedo, 50 degrees at the Sanford Airport, 46 in Astor Farms, right? Isn't it something when you get away from the concrete? Remember, concrete, there's this phenomenon in weather referred to as the urban heat island effect, where the concrete holds the heat and then radiates it out overnight. That's what kind of helps to bring the temperatures up in the mornings for some spots. Lake County, 51 in Claremont, 49 in the Villages, 46 in Altoona, 48 in Paisley. Brevard County, you're looking great, just a little chilly, right? 57 Patrick Space Force Base, 55 in Vieira, 58 degrees in Valcaria, 52 in Mims. Flagler County, 51 at Flagler Beach, 49 Hammock Beach, 48 degrees in Palm Coast. We are at 50 for Daytona Beach International Airport, 52 Ponce Inlet, 49 in Orange City, 50 degrees in Osteen, 47 Samsula. Marion County, Fort McCoy, y'all, 44. Same thing in Reddick. 45 in Ocala, 46 at the Ocala Airport, and 45 in Bellevue. Anne Marie, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Bob Johnson, good morning to you. Down here in Osceola County, Yeehaw Junction's at 50, 53 East Lake Toho, and then South Lake Toho's at about 57 degrees. So, yeah, it's a nice and chilly forecast. Now for today, things are going to be beautiful, but temperatures are going to be cool. We'll just say that they're going to be cool, right? 71 degrees in the city, 71 degrees in Leesburg, 70 outside this afternoon in the Villages, and 68 in Ocala. So there we are, 5, 10, 15 miles an hour. Daniel Bradenbaugh on YouTube says 47 degrees. That's 3 degrees below freezing. Mm-hmm. Diane's asking about how the delays are at MCO. So, yeah, so that was obviously a very big problem yesterday. Here's a live look at the big board over at Orlando International Airport. 21 delayed flights currently, 21 canceled flights. Most everything is on time at the moment, though we'll have to watch for staffing. Air traffic control went to nearly zero for the Orlando Tracon for Orlando Center. That was a huge issue yesterday. Remember, these men and women have been working without pay. Now, I'm not saying what's going on, but they are responsible for keeping us safe, like literally life or death stuff every minute of every day. And there's a lot of jobs that are like that are not getting paid right now. Military, for example, right? But yeah, these men, I haven't I haven't flown since the government shutdown, but um, every single one of these folks has been working without pay, and literally every decision they make is the difference between life or death. So I just want to thank them and so many others. Same thing, by the way, for our National Hurricane Center meteorologists, the pilots going into the hurricane, the meteorologists at the National Weather Service offices locally. Yeah, that's the difference. So they're doing that, and they're doing that. So all right. So we know that today is going to be beautiful. High temperatures, upper 60s, lower 70s, depending on where you live. Right. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous weather. Let's look ahead. Okay, 7-day forecast. Let's get an idea of where we're going from here. Today, Halloween, 71. Tomorrow, 76. Okay, it's going to be another chilly morning, but a more moderate afternoon. Then on Sunday into Monday, a few sprinkles working in associated with our next front just kind of helps to keep us gorgeous. I mean, it's not going to get chilly with this next front. It doesn't look to be as strong, but it's going to be at least a subtle change, a low key change there, right? So there we are. Partly cloudy skies for the entirety, a couple of showers Sunday into Monday. But again, we talk about this twice a year. Uh huh. I don't, one of these days, you've got to believe that this is going to stop, right? But at any rate, here we are. Saturday night into Sunday, fall back. The new sunrise time will be 6:38. The new sunset time will be 5:39. Goodness. So there you go. That's coming. Ready or not. Ready or not, here it comes. Good times. Glad to get that hour back. Ah. Now that time change is the real reason to say boo, says Diane. Yeah, I'll say this, Diane. At least this is the one where we get to sleep an extra hour. It's the other ones that are really, really difficult, right? The spring one where we lose an hour, that's the one that's really difficult. Tim's asking, so does Coffee Talk start at 7 a.m. on Sunday? Turns out no. Because the time changes at 2 a.m. So it goes from 2 a.m. back to 1 a.m., right? Is that the way that goes? So with that said, no, it's still 8 a.m. It's just a different version of 8 a.m. Terry Ann, this will be regular standard time. We got so used to daylight saving time. Debbie says, I love the springtime change. Yeah? I just don't love losing an hour. What do I even know? What do I know anymore? I don't know. Well, it's actually really cool to watch the clock in the newsroom restart itself. Says the overnight producer, recovering overnight producer. I remember when I worked in television at the very beginning, part of my job responsibility the next morning was to change the clocks. Like the little like this is called the bug. And one of my job responsibilities was when I got in to do the morning show the next morning, I had to because Chiron was old as dirt, I had to go in and manually change that clock. Isn't that funny? Really glad that day and age is not around anymore. Man, oh man. Nicole is asking, why was daylight saving time invented? Wasn't it because farmers needed more time out in the fields like 200 years ago? Isn't that what that was? Is that what it was? Cheryl's asking, Eric, what do you have against Sumter County? Nothing. Why do you ask? Kathy says there's 24 hours in a day, 365 a year. How do you lose an hour? It's true. It's literally an artificially brought on pain. Kathy says there's 24 hours in a day, 365 days. It's true. But isn't it but there's a leap year, so it's actually not quite. Isn't it 365.25 days in a year? Isn't it? Isn't it? Nicole says to give the farmers an extra hour of daylight. Lori, yes, the farmers. Yep. Justine says, I thought it was a World War II thing. Robin, to boost energy at wartime. Interesting. Matt, with his ever so interesting references. Matt says, the time change is like cutting off a foot at the top of the blanket and sewing it to the bottom to make it longer. Just removing it and adding it. Yeah, I guess that's a way to do it. It's just a time shift, right? Mickey says you showed county by county temps, but you didn't show Sumter. I don't know. Yeah, so in the new graphics package, I there was one morning where it was cold out, and I rushed to build all of the temperatures. But you're right, I did not build the new Sumter one. Stand by. I didn't build it in the new graphics package, and for that, I am sorry. Here's the current temperatures in Sumter County in the old graphics package. 49 in Rutland, 50 degrees Lake Pennsauken, 50 degrees Center Hill, 50 degrees in Webster. I just need to convert that. That's on me. My apologies. 100% on me. So I apologize. It's just, yeah, it's not that I have anything against Sumter. It's just I think I ran out of time. I'm sorry, guys. Don't, if you live in Sumter, don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. Christopher Aaron says it started in World War I as a way to conserve energy. Hmm. Diane reports daylight saving time originated in Germany in World War I for energy savings and was adopted by the United States in 1918. I know, Tim, right? Like, eyes are burning. Old graphic. I know. CC Martinez, good morning. Please dress warm. It's cold. I know. Listen, I had to do the whole pullover today. I haven't worn my pullovers. What, 6, 8 months? Mickey, it's all good. Just communicating what Cheryl was expressing. No, 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 no. I appreciate. Look, feedback. I need it. And if I forgot something, I need to know. So I appreciate you for it. Oh, interesting. So Diane, see, these are all. This is why I love Coffee Talk because we can learn from each other. Diane says daylight saving time was repealed after World War One and reinstated World War Two. Huh? Huh? Tim, but are you wearing pants? Oh yeah. No, I'm wearing my pants as opposed to my shorts. Yeah, we're going full winter. And as a matter of fact, I was asking. Let's see. Stand by. I was so my options for dinner tonight were chili, pasta bolognese, or tomato bisque and grilled cheese. Sounds like it's going to be chili. So yeah, but I did ask Diane costume for tonight. I'm gonna be a Blue Angel pilot. I got the jumpsuit like the Blue Angels wear with the two stripes on the side. So yeah. What about you guys? What are you doing for Halloween? As I go dial up the Halloween forecast. Stand by for the trick or treat. What's everybody gonna do? This is the best weather. Windows open, right? This is good. This is good. Debbie, tell them to leave our clocks alone. Right? Trunk or treat. Jonathan says, Bruce, what are the boys? Dressed up as one's a ghost and one is a vampire. He's very, very creepy vampire. It's adorable. Victoria, my son asked me to be a ghost. Susan, an aged angel? Why does it can't it just be an angel? Why does it have to be an aged angel? Oh man. Gloria, the original reason for the time change, specifically daylight saving time was two, and then the text ends. Oh man. Celia, good morning. Ariel and husband is there. I love that. I love that. Celia's doing the little mermaid thing. The ghosted woman walking around and exercising in this cool weather. I love that. Jessica Bow over on YouTube. My son's going to be Peter Pan, and my daughter is going to be Tinkerbell. So fun. Mike says, go full size candy for the kids, beer and wine for the parents, and I may or may not be hiding somewhere to scare the trick or treaters. Be nice, Mike. You don't want to scare them. Signed, parent of young children. Debbie says, I'm wearing my Mickey Mouse mummy t shirt. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, wow. Tara, K pop demon hunter. My brother Frank, I'm putting on my Superman shirt and handing out candy. That works. Jen, my daughters are going to be Bluey and Bingo. My son refused to be Muffin, which is a very Muffin thing to do. That's true. Are you just going to walk around playing the theme? Wow, John says we're handing out candy for the 300 plus kids that we get in our neighborhood. How do you like that? 300 plus. That's a lot of children. Wow. Tony, good morning, you bunch of hoodlums. Terry Ann, I'm just going to be me. That will scare everybody. No, Terry Ann, you're a lovely. Get out of here. Sammy's asking, weren't they supposed to stop daylight saving time? There's been a few efforts to try, but none of them have been successful, which is annoying. Oh man. Tiffany says husband will be Mike Myers. Derek, if you're out walking as a ghost, does that mean you're exercising the day? Jay says, as a pilot, I always get messed up in the areas that do not partake in DST. Like I get Arizona and Indiana are trying to be clever, but I get there and have to ask what day it is. That's true. Yeah. Jay, that's also why we have watches with Zulu time on them. So that no matter where we fly, we know. Also, though, I get it. I don't look. I'm a meteorologist in Central Florida, so like I don't have to deal with it quite the same as you. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I smell what the rock is cooking. Yeah. Oh, geez, Mike, you guys are funny. Oh man. All right, let's see here. Oh, see, Nikki says kiddo is going to be the Phantom of the Opera at his girlfriend's school's trunk or treat. I love that. And you know what? He's bringing the music of the night. I'm not good, but I appreciate the effort there. The music of the night. I know I'm not a singer. My girls are going Ghost from Scream this year, Sammy says. Huh. Loving this relaxed coffee talks. No extreme weather threats. Yeah, Angelus, I agree. It's nice to just sit back, relax, and kind of enjoy the weather a little bit. Now, I do want to look long range. I do want to look at some of the models, just kind of get an idea of what's coming, right? So let's take a moment to do that. Derek, what is Zulu time based off of? So Zulu time is also known as UTC, Universal Time Coordinated, or GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. So Greenwich, Connecticut. No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be funny? It's over in England. Nicole, nobody wants to hear me. Nobody wants to hear me sing. Yeah. So Christopher, yeah, GMT, UTC, all of the, yeah. My watch labels it as UTC. I digress. Terry Ed says, who cares about the weather anyway today? Love all the comments. Yep. Today's Coffee Talk iced version, right? Tiffany, anyone handing out potatoes? Huh? What's the deal with that? Potatoes? Yeesh. Okay. All right. So here's the models. We'll start with the American GFS model. All right. And taking it through time, there goes Melissa. High pressure building into the Caribbean. Thank goodness. My poor friends down in Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas. What they don't need is anything else for a while. So high pressure thankfully builds in. Now, the model's showing a front sneaking in here around the 7th, 8th, 9th. That doesn't have a problem. Saw some hype about. Christopher says, Wesh has a story on it. You should see it. Huh. I would totally take a potato. I love baked potatoes. Okay, so say for example, today's my Saturday and I'm not going to go looking for the story. Anybody want to give me the Cliff's Notes on it? Betty, I learned Zulu time thanks to Star Trek. Thank you for that. Oliver, according to Google AI, Handing out potatoes for Halloween is a trend where people give out potatoes instead of or alongside candy, sometimes as a social experiment to see what kids will choose. This trend has been documented on social media platforms like TikTok and is sometimes done by individuals who have a tradition of, like the Potato Man from Pennsylvania. The tradition can be fun, quirky alternative to candy. It can also be laced with poison, though. Like, the whole point is candy is individually wrapped and thus safe. We don't know if anybody injected something. I mean, you know? Kids choose potatoes over candy? Oh, boy. Yes, every kid ran away happily yelling, I got a potato. So, is this where I say things like, am I to the age where I just don't understand? Have we talked about that? All right, let's just finish the high pressure and another front. I love seeing these fronts. I mean, are we to the point? That's mean. Kids don't want potato. No, they want candy. At least my kids want candy. Potato 6-7. I know, Tim. That's exactly what I thought. 6-7. What? All right, little. Let's see here. Second, third. Little storm system kind of firing up, moving away from us. I am getting to the age. Love that. All right. Not seeing anything significant showing up here on any of the models. I don't want to either. Don't make me. Am I to the age though where I just don't understand like pop culture? I mean, some people that know me would say that I haven't for quite some time, but like potatoes? What? Nautilus on YouTube says, honestly, same. I worry about stuff being poisoned and my kids getting sick. Anything. The whole point is safety, right? I mean, that's all. As a kid, I lived across the street. This is my brother saying. As a kid, I lived across the street from a dentist, and he always gave out toothbrushes. See, that's good. And I know that there's a lot of or a lot of dentists that will do like a trade off. You know, like you can trade in candy for toothbrushes after the fact, that sort of thing. Nikki, kiddo just audibly sighed at the 6-7 comment, which means, Nikki, you did a good job raising said child. Wait until you get to be my age, Terry Ann says. There are so many new words, phrases, and stuff I never heard of. Janice reports, yes, and it gets worse as you age. Oh, man. Jen says it's the quietest Central Florida hurricane season I can remember, and I've been here for 20 years. Shh, don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain. Jane says it's weird. Yeah. Nicole, I don't either. It's called getting older, Eric, right? I'm getting to that age. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Mike. Uh, Oliver, if you're tired of hearing the kids' little quirky sayings, just start using them. Oh, that's true. Preferably in a purposefully incorrect use. The louder, the better. Don't be too harsh, though. A lot of us grew up repeating WWF punchlines. That's right, brother. Oh, man. How funny. Oh, that's funny, Craig. We handed out fake credit cards, said buy your own candy. My kids say 6-7 a lot. I don't get it. That that's like the word of the year from dictionary.com. We did a story on it yesterday. Huh? Jeez Louise. Okie Tiffany says, don't jinx us. I know. Eric Robbins. I'm hooked on coffee talk and love what you do, Eric. Well, thank you, buddy. And super hip name, too. Can you sell? No, it's smell, not sell. And actually, Oliver, it's funny so Oliver says, can you sell what the rock is cooking? I literally said that earlier, didn't I? Like we were talking about the cool temperatures, and I was like, that's what the rock is cooking. And then I'm like, why did I do that? So that goes full circle, bookend back to what we were talking about, right? Don says, wait until your kids become teenagers. You will never understand this stuff. I mean, my son will just be like, bro, what are you doing? And I'm like, you are 7. You can't say bro to me. You're 7. You don't even know how to spell it. He does, but you know what I mean. What? Bro. Like it's time to go to bed. Bro. No, it's not. Bro? Sir, you were in second grade. When I was in second grade and had Mrs. Barnett, you know? Oh, man. So, okay. So this is funny. So, who said it? Tim says, but can you cook what the rock is smelling? So I was at Target the other day, and I guess Dwayne the Rock Johnson came out with a scent line, and I like opened it, smelled it, and I was like, yeah, I guess that's probably what he smells like. And I closed it and put it back, and this woman near me was just like you could tell it's because I said, yeah, I could. I bet that's what the rock smells like. She's like, I want to smell it. It was the funniest moment. Maybe you should have been there to see it, but it was funny. Diane says, my husband and I use the term unfleek to mess with our now adult kids. Fleek and on fleek with it. That's funny. Charles, wow, that's a throwback. Remember Barnett Bank? I used to call the phone number. Barnett Bank time is bloodity bloodity blah. I love that. When it changes to double digits, it'll change to bruh instead of bro. Yeah. Oh God, Tad. Mm. Ryan on YouTube. They're basically leaning on it to make adults confused. That's funny. That's funny. Good luck, Nikki. Enjoy the music of the night. Oh man. Whoopsie daisies. Yes, Tiffany, right? Lisa, we're on our way back to Florida after 6 months in the Northeast. Back to tuning in with you every morning. Lisa, welcome back. There's your forecast. It's looking nice. I like it. Lots has changed since you left. We have a new graphics package. We thankfully haven't had any hurricanes. Let's hope to keep it that way. Nautilus on YouTube says petition to have our own confusing slang. Problem is, we did. Like, genuinely looking back, we did. I It became pop culture, and our parents got annoyed, but we knew what it was. What was the annoying slang? That's cool, right? Like, even saying that's cool. Our parents were like, what do you mean that's cool? It's not. It's not a temperature based item, right? Cool beans. What does it have to do with beans? Right? Jen, you're right. What is a cornholio? Yeah. I mean, rad. What do you mean it's rad? The ghosted woman. Totally wicked. Wicked? That has nothing to do with being wicked. Nicole. I forgot about that one. Nicole says, talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Oh, man. See, now I'm going to have to pull that one back out and use it into my vernacular. The next time Manolfi's like, hey, real quick, Tony, talk to the hand. I could see Tony, I'll give you a hand in his backhand. Bye, Terry. Have a great morning. Okay, Oliver says son's birthday a couple weeks ago had a big flashy letters above his cake at the party that said this Skibbity Rizzers 13 no cap. He was so embarrassed. Mission accomplished. I have no idea what that just said. Because we are too legit to quit, says the ghosted woman. Yeah. As if, Nicole says. Yeah. Nautilus. But hey, talk to the hand. That's pretty cool, right? Diane says, heading to the airport. Wish me good. Good luck. Good luck. So far, so good. So far, so good. The ghosted woman can't touch this, right? What does that mean? Can't touch. Of course I can touch this. Oh, man. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Questions, comments, concerns? Three snaps in a Z. Yeah, you know, Oliver. Well, just our hand sign for talking on the phone is very different from generation to generation. Is it not just this? Is this not like the standard still? Are there others? Robin says hammer time. Is that not the thing anymore? Catherine's asking, how chilly for football tonight? So, yeah, it's Friday. So, interesting that, because it's Halloween, one would think that there wouldn't be a ton of high school football. Coco and Rockledge are playing, though. I mean, it's going to be chilly. Thank you, Terry, and you as well. Uh, Happy anniversary, Bruce. Good. Mike, I don't know 6'7", but I do know 369. 369 is great Chinese food. I grew up going there. Yeah. So anyway, for tonight, high school football is going to be chilly over there, Coco and Rockledge. Genuinely, it's going to be chilly. Yeah. Trick or treating today is going to be chilly. So whatever our plans are tonight, Catherine says we have no choice tonight. Band kid, generation times two. I get it. A lot of games were scheduled for Thursday night this week because of this, the trick or treating thing. You know, kids don't understand the landline or phone on the wall, right? Y'all remember like the like stretching the cable? Or I remember taking when the cordless phones came out, and I'm just like, you've got the antenna that's 17 feet tall. You remember that? Man, what a world. What a world. All right. Is staying in home watching YouTube going to be chilly? It is outside. Turns out it will outside. You especially. You were high society if your house had a teen line. Oh, is that a second phone line? We never had that. And I just always love being on the phone. I had that clear phone where you could see all the circuit boards and stuff. I just remember being on the phone and then I'd hear, and because my mother was never able to quietly pick up the phone, I always knew when she'd pick up and it would be, and I would be like, Mom, I'm on the phone. And she'd be like, I need to make a call. And it's, Mom, I'm on the phone. Yes, but I need to make a call. I need you to get off. And all right, Miguel, I'll call you back, buddy. I was never on the phone with a pretty girl. It was always my buddies, Miguel and Ryan. Oh man. How about calling the cable company to order a pay-per-view movie? We weren't allowed to order pay-per-view. But Mom, Jurassic Park 1 is on pay-per-view. We'll get it from Blockbuster. Oh man. Dial up. Listen, before dial up, my mother wouldn't even let me have the internet. I, internet was a thing, and she wouldn't let us have it. So I discovered this is so sad, and I know I've shared this before. She wouldn't let us have the internet, so I found the phone number to the Seminole County Public Library bulletin board system, the BBS, the card catalog, and it had like some reference information. And so I would dial into that just so that I felt like I was connecting to something online. And I remember she would come inside my room, the door, we didn't have door locks, come inside my room freaking out because she'd pick it up and it'd be like, and she'd run in there freaking out. What are you finding on the computer? And it was all text. And she's just like, because she doesn't know. Oh, man. What a world. What a world. What a world we all grew up in. And to anyone that doesn't know it, I say, talk to the hand. It's also called a bookhand. All right, listen. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you all so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Bruce says I ran a BBS for years. Did you really? That's so funny. Maybe I dialed into it as a 10-year-old, 15-year-old kid on my Performa 6116 CD. God, I still love the aesthetics of that computer. Man, oh man. Be good, you all. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk.